So I got everybody's token set up except for Ryle because I have not gotten a Ryle token yet. But everybody who sent me one has been set up for the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody was sending me. Did you send me a token? You sent me a monkey token.
Yeah, one for the monkey.
Yeah. Everybody else sent me a circle token for themselves. I did not get one from you, so I have not done you yet. Have not put yours in yet.
I didn't know I was supposed to get a token. So
well, you weren't supposed to, but they did. So I did it. If you'd like to give me one, I will put it in there for you. But in the meantime, you guys have gotten yourselves a airship. Harshnag is not thrilled about Dragon Cultist, and he will not get him on board, both because of Dragon Cultist and because it is not that big of a ship. But the cultists tell you that they were instructed to take you anywhere you wish to go, in the spirit of goodwill from their Dragon Lord.
Well,
That's very kind of them.
Yeah. Well, before I get on this airship, Keldris would have a conversation with Harshnag to find out where he plans to go from here and what he'd be doing.
Okay. He will tell you he would like to. He'll stay here, waiting for your return. Once you bring in those, and that way he can start cleaning up the. He wants to kind of refurbish the temple and get it ready for, giants to come back more regularly to consult their oracle. He thinks you guys are capable of handling getting a relic or two from some, puny barbarians, and you'll be back soon enough.
Can we go to the overland map so we can see where all those spots we need to go are?
You absolutely can, if that's what you want to do.
Well, first off, I would like to know who these dragon cultists are, who their dragon overlord is.
Okay.
And how did they know we were here?
Okay. They tell you that their dragon lord is. Let me make sure I have the right information here. Their lord is the great dragon Cloth of the Nork. And they just say that he knows much that happens in his realm. Harshnag already did a check last week, and he did not know who Cloth was.
Is this something we might know, or?
You can give me history. I'll say history or arcana checks. Rao, you are not familiar with Cloth. There are both good dragons and bad dragons up in the north, and you are not familiar with them. You also know, you also know that giants and dragons tend not to get along very well. So just because Harshnag doesn't like them doesn't necessarily mean that they are, bad people. I mean, they're cultists, so they're probably kind of crazy, but they might not be totally evil. Just kind of misled.
That's what you said about
you don't even know that.
Of the Apocalypse.
I'm pretty clueless, apparently.
Yeah.
But as much as I appreciate you coming here to give us a ride, what does your dragon leader want with us? To send you all, or to give us an airship and a entire crew?
He tells you, and the leader, by the way, is named Delphine. Mm-hmm. So, what Delphine tells you is that Cloth knows about the breaking of the ordning, and he knows that several of the giant lords seek to take control of the North again. They seek to extend their power. He does not like giants. He does not trust the giants, and he knows you are working to prevent them from taking over. Therefore, he would like to assist you. He has the means, and he's providing you a way.
Well, that sounds perfectly fine with Ryle.
Sounds like our starting goal.
Well, they won me over. What do y'all think?
I think it'd be a great opportunity to learn more information about what we need to do, but also I see it as a chance to more easily meet some of the objectives that we need for the Oracle. So regardless of which side we end up picking in the grander scheme of things, this will help us overall. Even if we side with the giants, this will help us to those ends.
That is true enough. And worst come to worst, we just steal the ship. After we learn how to fly, of course.
I assume
Say, as
you
you're
guys
talking-
stepped away a moment from the boat before you said that, right?
Well,
Oh, if
most
they're
likely
around, I
I'll-
totally didn't say that. Veribar is
Okay.
very sneaky. Veribar is much sneakier than I am.
all right, here's this. Y'all can go off and do what you're doing. Ryle's just going to get on the ship, and he's going to start talking, trying to figure out how this thing works and everything he can about this thing. Because he thinks the ship is is one of the coolest things he's ever seen.
Okay.
So I'll distract them for you while you have your conversations about killing them all.
All right. Very good. So you guys, is there anything else you guys wish to talk about outside? They will take you on a little tour. Ryle, I'll go over that with you here in a moment.
No, I was mostly saying the things I was saying. Like, half of that conversation I just said was kind of aimed towards explaining to Harshnag why we're gonna just suddenly leave and jump on a boat with these guys.
Okay.
So that's
When
where-
you explain to him that you might kill them and take their boat, he's quite in favor of that, of doing that to Dragon Cultists. So he's now all about this plan. He's still not going to get on it with you, but he understands.
Oh yeah, I mean, sucks that we're losing him in combat, but we can understand.
And like I said,
Sorry,
he
sorry.
feels very confident you'll be able to handle it and quickly get back to the temple. Ryle or Veribar? I'm sorry, not Veribar or Volk. You guys have any opinions on this one way or another?
I said everything I wanted to say about I'm totally down for following them up until we decide not to, and then doing that in as violent a manner as needs to be done.
Gotcha. Volk, any opinion?
Well, I'm against it, but I see Caldris is going along, so I have no reason not to trust him.
Okay.
Just to
Very
be
good.
fair, Volk, I don't trust them one bit. I'm just realizing that we have a lot of ground to cover in the north, and this alleviates the need to cover ground, so to speak.
All right. So you guys mount on up, and Harshnag waves at you like a woman on a dock waving away to her forlorn sailor lover. You don't see Ryle because he's getting a tour of the airship. What you see, Ryle, is that there is a furnace in the middle inflating the balloon above. But in the furnace is not a fire necessarily. It's more of a fire elemental who is controlling that. And he's being controlled via a spell to stay in there and keep that going. There's also a harpoon at the front. You can tie a rope to the harpoon if you want, so you can like bind yourself to something. Let's see here. The back end has a ballista. So harpoon in the front, ballista in the back. And the propeller at the back is a air elemental. So it's blowing air and you control the angle from the air goes from that. So it's kind of like a jet-engined hot air balloon.
I see.
And in the bottom, there's stores. And there's stores for several weeks worth of travel. So,
Well, what I would like to know is, I guess to Delphine, how did you manage to bind a fire elemental and an air elemental to this ship for an extended period of time?
they just say that our Lord and Master is a powerful being who has knowledge beyond the ken of mortal kind.
That's one way of getting at answering.
Yep. You also get the opinion. Give me an insight check. Yeah, you don't think he actually knows. He is just, the dragon just told him that's what it was, and he accepts it because he accepts anything a dragon tells him.
Okay, I get that. Raul's going to be thinking of ways to make something like this. I might be able to figure out a way to make the fire deal, but now this air elemental thing, I'm not sure you could actually do that.
I'll let you make some Arcana checks along the way to see if you can figure out how it's done.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing on this ship the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I'll just have you make like one every journey. I'll have you make one. If it's more than 5 days, I'll make it with advantage to see what you can figure out. But yeah, guys, head out. Where are you guys heading? Let's go to the main picture.
Thank you.
Map.
Well, we could start by heading straight over to the Great Worm Cavern, or we could put some distance into some of the farther away.
Okay, so we are here, correct? The Eye of the
Yes.
Outlander.
Yeah, I gave you
Indeed.
a dot.
We're purple. So do they want us to meet their master or not?
They say that is not necessary. He says once your role is complete, to come to his veil, and he will reward you mightily.
Okay, because there's one of the top rules in Shadowrun is don't fuck with dragons.
I think that's a rule in every game with dragons.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's funny, like Shadowrun's weird because it's like the 6th age, I guess, and so technically we live in the 5th age, and then D&D hypothetically would take place in the 4th age, and then every even-numbered age has magic, and every odd-numbered age is magicless. So it's about like a modern world where magic just like popped up in 2075. So like there are still dragons from the previous age who are like ancient and powerful, and like everybody else is brand new at magic and they suck at it. So like there's just like not even a hypothetical way to fight one. Sorry, tangent.
Nope.
Back to where we're trying to fly.
I'm actually playing Shadowrun on Sunday, so looking forward to it.
It's a really cool setting if you're into like that kind of cyberpunk.
Okay, well, back to topic at hand. Where do you guys want to go?
I'm fine with going to the Great Worm Cavern because we can kind of guess what's going to be there, and that would give us like a short mission to kind of get our bearing with these weird dragon cultist dudes. But I would be fine for headed south to either Morgur's Mound because we know what we need to find there, like we know that artifact. Or Griffin's Nest and Shining White are both side by side, so we could do 2-for-1s on those.
And remember, you don't have to bring back all of them, but the more you bring back, the more information you get, the more options you have.
I mean, we got
we're gonna get all of
fucking
them.
airship and nothing else to do right now, so we need Ryle to have as much time on board the ship as possible, and we can tell the cultists that it will serve their means to help us get them all.
I mean, is there any place that anyone particularly wants to visit? Because we can just tell them to deal with it and go wherever we want to, with no logical reason.
Yeah, just fuck it, we're going to Neverwinter. Verobar needs a drink.
We
I'd like to find some scrolls sometime, but
And
I'm
do you want to go to one of the ones
definitely
in
not-
the city?
I'm definitely not like making it first priority. I'd rather get some relics before we stop.
Well, okay, let's see. Let's see if
Oh.
there are any relics near cities that might have scrolls.
Okay.
Real quick, this great worm attack, I don't remember that.
Great worms are a barbarian tribe.
Yeah.
All the blue words are different barbarian tribes we've encountered. So the great worms, the elks, and the black lions.
I say we go to the Great Worm Cavern. Them two, these two. What do you
Okay.
guys think? Because if we do that, then we can take a stop in Luskin, because it was a pretty magical town, right?
Yeah.
It's a magical place.
So we
it
could
had
do
that. It had that tower, right, of the Mage's Tower.
Yep.
the folks you arm wrestled. We could do Great Worm, head south, head east, get the fire giant tooth, stop in Luskin, supply scrolls, that kind of shit, and then from Luskin head north to Raven Rock. I mean,
Okay.
we could make plans to do like all 7, but I know some shit's going to happen between the first 2 that's going to give us other shit to worry about. So just a vague circle for now is the plan.
I have no strong opinions one way or the other. Verabrar is pretty happy with everything he's got right now, and as long as the town has a bar.
I'm exactly where I want to be. On this ship.
So, scrolls and a relic sounds like the perfect move. Let's do that.
All right. Very good. You guys sail along. Let's see here. I think Great Worm Cavern is so close. We're not going to have a. Yeah, it's 45 miles. The speed of the thing is 8 miles per hour. So 8, 16, 24. This is about 2 days of traveling. You can see there's 4 people there. That's because they work in shifts. So there's always 4 on duty and 4 not.
Right.
If you would like to try and learn how to fly the ship, everybody give me investigation checks, we'll say. And what I need you to do here is to keep track of how many you get. You'll need 3 investigation checks to learn how to do, one role on the ship. DC is, we'll say, 12.
Ryle is all about this goddamn airship.
Let's see.
Calders
Yep.
will
All right.
help with some
Everybody-
remedial tasks.
Everybody except for Verabrar gets a 1 success. So you start getting an idea of how to control the airship on this particular branch.
Does my natural 25 give me anything extra?
No. I'll tell you what. It'll let you learn 2 roles. So that way you can, because everybody's learning 1 role on the ship. You're learning 2.
I just want to point out, I got a nat 20, then I got a nat 4 on the D4.
Yes, you're very special.
If only you would have gave the 4 to Verabrar, he would have learned too.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get to Great Worm Cavern. Great.
do we have a couple days?
Yes, you have a couple days. So, something you want to do, feel free.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I talked about in the Discord chat earlier today. I'm going to take my golems and I'm going to cast continual flame in them. So they have torches essentially,
Okay.
and do it for each one. So each of them have basically a flashlight.
Okay, cool. Your golems now have flashlights in them.
You're like the most logistical, all-around cleric ever. Fucking making carts and lamps and
Anything else we want? Like any more sets of armor? Anything else? Maybe a second flying ship?
No, you don't have the ability to make it a second flying ship, Ryle.
I mean, I can. It just might not fly. But seriously, I have a 4th level spell. I can fabricate just about anything we want. Is there anything else we need?
Anybody need anything? He's talking to you guys.
Nope.
No, I'm pretty happy. If they have a magical bow and arrow, maybe a magical bow would be nice.
Unless you can fabricate me some scrolls.
There's not going to be anything on them, but I can fabricate the scrolls.
Can I forge scrolls?
I think there was some UA about that, and I've been working on my own crafting system. I've been lazy and haven't worked on it recently. I would say you could write a. You have to give me an Arcana check. It'll be like. You're at least 5th level. You can do it. It requires an Arcana check, at least 5 days in a row. It takes a lot of time to inscribe a magical scroll because you're not just. It's not like even writing it in your book because you're trying to make it a one-time use item.
Right.
So you have to constantly draw over it. You take Arcana checks. If you do 5 Arcana checks correct, it takes 5 Arcana checks. If you do three out of the 5 good, you're good. So if you get to 3, you're fine. If you only get 2 right, the scroll will work, but it'll have a negative effect on it, some sort of minor curse or defect. Okay. That's pretty similar to what I'm trying to work on in my spare time, my constant spare time. And I shouldn't be so lazy in my fucking working, but I am. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do on the flight down to the cavern?
I'm going to swap out Socrates, the raven for Socrates, the flying monkey. But other than that, nothing.
Okay. Very good. Cat, I was trying to play with you all afternoon. Don't be fucking freaking out on me now. He's all excited about the Cubs, too. All right. I just put you guys here on the sheet. This map is not quite to scale. It's not really to scale, so don't pay too much attention to that. This is kind of for reference. Put Volk on there twice for some reason. Because I put Volk as Veribar. Oops. Veribar, I have to fix your token.
Okay.
So you guys get to the cavern. Blink. And there's a spacious cavern on the northeast end of the Vale of Kedron, where you are. Deep in the spine of the world, there are thick ice that hangs from the pillared entrance to the cavern. Everything inside appears to be covered with an icy glaze and icicles that gleam and glitter in reflected light.
Ooh, fancy.
I don't see anything, Ken.
Caldrus.
Yeah, it all looks-
doesn't either. Yeah.
It all looks like black
So I
to me.
dress up for that.
You don't see that?
No.
Nope.
What the fucking... Oh, because I put you guys on the dynamic lighting lever. 1 second. There we go.
There you go.
I still don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't either. I was just waiting. Nothing. I see where you pinged, but nothing. I mean, I don't see the map. It's black. I just see it blue.
Oh, there you go.
Huh,
Yeah,
I had
that's
to,
good
because I had the dynamic lighting was on, but there's nothing drawn on the dynamic lighting layer. So I'm very confused. Oh well, whatever. So that's what you guys can see now. You're at the entrance of of there. I'll even say you can view. You can see a little bit further in again as you look in. There is a. I'm so not used to using this anymore. There are several ledges and what looks like an altar. There on the middle section.
Well, altars and relics seem to go together.
Real quick, refresh my mind. Actually, I was gone, I think, when we attacked. We got attacked by the Great Worms. Is there anything we should know? Did we get any hats that we should be wearing?
They.
One of you, I believe it's Volk, has an icon from the barbarian chief.
So we fought them outside the temple, but then they were also in the temple right as we got there. And then if you were with us for Spider Adventure, I don't remember, we freed that one woman who was also a Great Worm barbarian. And upon seeing that we had the amulet or symbol or whatever from the leader chick, she went ballistic. The more
Yeah,
I
she was not
story
having
is Volk has the shit that makes him go nuts.
Yeah, so I'll put it away underneath my robe for now, just based on the way the other one acted.
Okay. Very good. So you walk in. Everybody give me perception checks.
There's Caldrus.
I'm also gonna cast invisibility on Verabrar
Okay.
if he wants to go scouting.
I will then sneak.
Okay.
Once I notice I can't see myself. Then I will start to advance forward.
Okay. As you advance forward there, Verabrar, there's clearly a altar there on the top. Give me your stealth roll. Suppose the rest is you're not seen. There are several caves going into the cavern further. Here, and all here. And you see lots of footprints all about.
Oh, I also don't leave footprints, by the way.
Okay. You don't add to them, but even if you did, it wouldn't be possible to tell where they go to.
I will be sneaking up to this altar, though, to look
Okay.
for possible relics.
Very good. When you approach within 20 feet of it, You have a voice in your head. Well, what is your... Yeah, you're good-hearted, more or less. In your head, you hear a voice in your head. It says, "Beware, the great worm tribe has fallen under the sway of Wormblood, an evil man."
I don't know if I'll use like my own mental voice to respond to it rather than speak out loud and try to ruin myself. And ask who it is who is speaking to me.
Okay.
I'm vaguely magical. I'll try to reach out with my mind or whatever.
The voice will say in your head, "End the burden upon my people and bring me the sacred relic of the clan, and I will reveal myself and reward you."
You're a member of the clan?
Yeah, in your head, it'll say, "I protect the clan from outside harm."
Okay. Where is the relic?
Wormblood wears it around his neck.
Oh, he did.
Okay. Thank you. How do I get back in touch with you if I need you again later?
In your head, you hear, "Bring it to the altar, and I will appear and give you a boon."
Wonderful. I will then sneak back and...
By the way, hanging on the back wall behind the altar here is what looks like a gong with a kind of a chip in it. And when you examine it a little bit closer, it actually looks like it is a giant shield.
Like huge or like...
Like it was a shield that could be worn, that could be brandished by a giant.
Okay.
Except it's been turned into a like a gong for religious ceremonies.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, if it was like giant huge or like giant as in like tower shield huge.
Both.
Okay. I will, if Verabrar noticed that, I will also tell the party that my mouse is freaking out right now, so I can't move my character back to the party, but that is where my character is going.
Okay. Very good. You're going back to the gong, or you're going back to the party?
To the party for now.
Okay. Give me another stealth check.
Okay. Oh my god, mouse, stop.
He named his penis Mouse.
Squeak, squeak, motherfucker.
Oh God.
Wasn't expecting that. That was really funny. Yeah, you knew no problem.
Once they realize that I'm there, I will quietly tell them about what I saw. And that if anybody wants a tower shield or massive otherwise shield, they're welcome to take the gong.
Okay, well, you think... Everybody give me an insight check when he tells you about the giant shield.
Oh, I want to go look at it.
I show you guys the relic that I got off of, I think, Wormblood.
Okay, yep. So, Volk, you're pretty sure that's the relic that you're looking for. So you're all looking forward to some magical shit from whatever that voice is. Verabrar and Volk and Ryle... Actually, Verabrar, you didn't realize this on your own, so you don't get to notice this. But Ryle and Volk, you both think that Shield Gong is probably the relic you are looking for.
You know, for the Giants.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Okay.
I hand Verabrar the amulet of scrying from Wormblood.
Okay.
Now, when you say Giant's Shield, I get it that it's for a giant, but could you, like... How tall is this fucking thing? Because giants vary in sizes. So we're talking like 6 foot tall or like 12 foot tall?
It is a circular disc, 13 feet in diameter. It weighs 250 pounds. And that's with missing a piece.
That is massive.
mouse, you said.
Not about mouse, you didn't.
Hey man,
You just
mouse
choose.
is a proud being.
You just choose to unattune to it. It takes an hour, like attuning to something does.
Gotcha.
Any sign
Fair
of
word.
the barbarians?
There are signs of the barbarians if you can see them. However, besides the footprints, Volk did not see.
I was asking Veribar.
No, Veribar, rather. Yes, I meant Veribar. Too many V names. But if you look over to the left, you'll see an inside cutout of what you're looking at here.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't like that there are crypts there. But in that case, I am going, or if Airbar is going to go back there and try and put the thing on the altar, I am going to try and go lift this gong.
Okay. Are y'all going to stealth in, or are you just going to walk in?
I'm
going
gonna
to stealth in.
I'm not going in. I'm gonna
Okay.
stand at the narrow
The,
way.
the entrance
Oh
there?
my god.
Yeah.
All right.
Vaguely more stealthy than Caldress. And invisible.
Which is something considering the amount of noise Caldress makes.
Okay. You guys manage to sneak in, and you get back to the temple. You get back to the altar. The voice in your head says, "Back so soon." Was there something that I did not explain properly to your small civilized minds?
Oh, we're civilized now.
Veribar is gonna cock his head slightly and smirk a little bit as he pulls out the relic that Volk just handed him and say, "Oh, I guess you don't want it then."
All right. Out of the altar appears
Uh-oh.
A winged dragon-looking thing. You can all give me Arcana checks if you like to see if you identify what it is.
Fucking Caldress.
Is it the worm?
Yes, it is definitely the worm.
All right. Volk, you will recognize that as being a Quaddle, which is generally a good aligned creature, kind of the Feywild. And it explains that his name is Elrem, rather. It thanks you for ridding the tribe of that foul creature, and he will make some. He will kind of cry out, and some tribal warriors will appear on the ledges who would have attacked you had your sneak rolls not been decent. And it will announce that Warmblood is no more, and that a tournament will begin to name a new tribal leader. He looks down at you guys and says that, as promised, you will have a reward. Someone roll me. Well, first off, let's see. What's the reward here?
Can I ask for my own reward?
No.
Can
There
I
is something.
compete? Can I compete in the tournament?
That's what I was going to ask for as my reward.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards competing in the tournament.
Do you want to be? Do you really want to lead a tribe full of barbarian warriors in their raids against humanity, leaving the rest of your life behind?
Can we lead them in raids against giants?
I mean, if we're the leader of the barbarian tribe, we could tell them what to do. That's what the leaders do.
I mean, you could always try and make it. They seem to be the god of these people. Seems to be good, well intentioned to you. You can always asking for help if you want.
Well, I'm
Can I
standing
ask
over here in front of this
permission to
gong,
participate in the tournament?
You are sitting there in front of that gong.
and I'm most likely trying to pick it up at the moment when these guys walked in. Did they react in any way?
Uh, when you try to pick it up, well, first off, give me a strength check to see if you're able to lift it by yourself. Somebody else give me a D100 roll, please.
Man,
High or
I
low?
think I was the one who stole the boat.
I mean, you may somebody else may have stole the boat. Without Volk, you wouldn't have successfully done anything with it. So I'd say Volk gets the Stealer Boats title.
Is high good or is low good?
Well, okay, that's enough D100s. So that's 2 D100s. You're going to get he has a potion for you, which he tells you is a potion of superior healing, which is a... Superior healing is 8d4 plus 8. I mean, these guys haven't earned a title. They're just taking titles. If you want to take a title for yourself, feel free. You also get a spell scroll of the 5th level. So Volk, you give me a... actually, Volk and Ryle give me... Well, actually, no. You're getting 1 scroll. So Volk, give me a D100. Actually, hold on a second. I got to count these spells. So let me figure out what I'm doing first. There's clerics and there's... Cleric and either cleric or wizard will get a spell scroll. 5th level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Volk, give me a D36, please. Oh, okay, hold on a second, never mind. Rao's waving his right to a spell scroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Give me a D23, please. Oh. I don't know what the hell that is. That's not that's not right.
What was this? What was the dice number?
23. Don't exactly know how you rolled 1 polymorph, but all right, 9.
I thought it would be the one that was corresponding to polymorph.
Oh, interesting. Actually, kind of fitting for the quaddle too. You have a scroll of dream.
That sounds fun. I have no idea what it does.
That's what I'm looking up now.
Yep. Spell shapes a creature's dream. Choose a creature known to you as the target of the spell. The creature must be in the same plane of existence as you. If they don't sleep well, such as elves, you can't be contacted. You or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state, acting as a messenger. While in the trance, the messenger is aware of his or her surroundings, but can't take actions or move. You can converse the target as long as it remains asleep through the duration of the spell, which is 8 hours. You can shape the environment of the dream. The messenger can end the spell whenever they so choose. You can also do psychic damage to it if you don't like the person.
Okay.
That spell seems useful if you want to do political intrigue.
Yep. Or if you split the party, or if you have an ally somewhere you want to communicate with, who's not in the area.
Or if you want to assassinate people in their sleep.
Well, they do get a save against the damage. It's not a ton of damage.
Oh.
But you could.
If you want to assassinate really weak people in their sleep.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the Quaddle will say that if you guys want to, if one of you wants to join the tribe, that's fine. But barbarian leaders are generally required to barbarian regularly, or they lose the respect of their tribe.
Just kill them all.
So basically, if you're done with your character,
Basically, if there's a reason why any of you could easily win this competition, except for maybe Volk, because it is going to be beating each other with swords. But even Volk, he's high enough level, he probably would win just due to hit points. So if you want it, that's fine. But the campaign is going to change a little bit. at that point.
No, I'm good not being a barbarian.
Volk has a dagger.
It's kind of
Just
like
want you guys to
Fallout
know
4, the Bandit DLC. Like, this doesn't really make sense for your character.
Damn it.
All right.
You know? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm trying to see here. Ryle, what's your strength? Your strength is 19, right?
Yep.
Player's handbook.
It's, I think carry-wise, it's like... Actually, I'm going to have to look it up again. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now. This index is the fucking worst.
Okay, carrying capacity. Your carrying capacity is your strength multiplied by 15. You can push or drag or lift in weight in pounds up to twice your carrying weight.
What's that? Strength times 15?
Yeah.
All right. With that, it's right on the border of what you can carry, but you can, in fact, carry that and lift it over, although you are struggling under the weight.
Okay. I'm going to lower it to the ground, and I'm going to motion all four of my golems to come over and to pick it up. And I'm going to start inspecting the crack there.
Okay.
I mean, are the barbarians okay with me just taking their gong?
If you had just grabbed it, they wouldn't be, but the fact that you're speaking with the Coatl, that means that they are going to kind of let you do it. That is a holy being. You are conversing with it peacefully. They are going to let you do whatever you want. There's going to be steam vents that kind of keep this place a little warmer than they normally would be.
Oh, no, I meant you said there was a crack on the shield.
Oh, yeah. The crack on the shield is it was a war, it's an actual, like, war-used shield, so it's just where the killing blow came through.
Ah, okay.
I mean, if you want to see if anything happens, you can ring it. You know, give it a gong.
I don't like where this is going, but I'm going to put it back and ring the gong.
Interesting.
Okay. When you ring it, several icicles plunge down from the ceiling.
Shields up.
Hooray.
As a deep tone echoes through the cavern. When they crash to the ground, from this little crack in the ground behind the altar, you hear a roar. Three young Remorazes come up out of the ground from a looks like they have a tunnel or a little cyst under the ice that they were nesting in, and we need to roll initiative. The Coatl goes shit and disappears back into the altar.
Poof.
Could have warned us.
He says in your head, I didn't know they were there. We don't ring that.
Why would you have a gong and not ring it? That's the whole point of having a gong.
It's ceremonial, he says in your head.
Sorry, guys.
You know what this cave needed?
Wouldn't that mean
More
you ring it
gongs.
in ceremonies?
More cowbell.
By the way, Ryle, for taking the bait, go ahead and take a inspiration for that. Because that was me.
Alright.
Hope you use it in this fight when three fucking
For being a
Remo
good
raids
sport by following the GM's bullshit. Take inspiration. All right. Who's up first there? That's Volk.
Can you zoom into these things? I don't see what they are.
Oh yeah, you weren't here when the last one tried to melt Harshnag's face off.
These are also much smaller than that last one was. You think these are probably like hatchlings.
Caldris's notes for the session says Ryle, being a fuckwit, rings the gong.
You said not to take too seriously the size of this kid.
Yeah, it's not. It's each square is supposed to be, I think, like 5 feet or something. So it's not like
Okay.
Actually, each square is like supposed to be 50 feet, but it's not set up for that. Don't worry about it. Just you can put yourself wherever you want to be in there.
Okay. I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna cast Fireball. No, I'm gonna cast Slow on those 3 things.
Okay, you can cast on all 3.
These barbarians? They're not looking to join this fight, right?
No, they seem to have dropped to their knees and are like praying.
Okay.
They're not going to defend their home. What pussies?
They don't know what they don't know what these things are. Actually, they see if they know what those things are. They may, in fact, join in the fight. That's a good point. Will they know what they spend a lot of time in the north? They may know what. Yeah, they're not very smart. No, you know they probably would know what a Remoraz is. So yeah, they will join the fight. I mean, you guys have fought these things. You know they're not going to be terribly helpful, but they will join the fight with you. But yeah, you can definitely do that with 6 creatures. All right, let's see. Wisdom save. Yes.
Veribar is no longer invisible.
Well, Veribar has been standing in there. He's not hiding anymore. So Wisdom save. What's your save DC there, Volk?
I think it's 15.
15. All right, they all failed. They are all slowed. By the way, Volk, about that spell scroll, can you cast 5th level spells yet?
No.
Okay, so you can either hold on to it until you can use it as a one-time thing, or you can scribe it into your book, and you'll have it when you do get 5th level spells.
Okay. I just need some time to scribe it.
Yep. So Veribar.
All right, Veribar is going to not be right next to these things. What the? Why can't I? Hold on, what's going on? Why can't I not? Huh. For some reason, I had to click an inch to the left of myself to grab my icon.
I've had that happen to me before. Just restart the.
Okay, well, for this turn, I'll just deal with it, and then I'll restart it after my turn.
Yeah.
How steep is this cliff, and how tall is it?
Where you're at, it's a level with you. They've come up kind of out of the.
Yeah, they are, like this one that goes down to where.
Oh, it's steep and it's ice covered. You'll need climbing.
How tall is it?
70 feet high.
70.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the altar. It's 120 feet high. Like I said, I'm not worried too much about scale here because it's not set up properly. These cliffs are huge.
Okay.
This is a massive cavern.
Looks like I will not be jumping off the cliff. In that case,
You can totally jump off the cliff, by the way.
I believe in you.
I got you.
oh fuck! I don't like this at all. Didn't these things like explode with fire when they got hit last time? I'm gonna shoot them with a longbow.
Okay.
Just the one closest to me.
All right. That is a hit.
And then I'm gonna try to use the altar as some semblance of like cover.
Okay. Well, you'll get half cover against any melee attacks it tries to do to you. Can you give me damage, please? All right. It is a bloodied. The orange fire pours out of its spores.
All under Ryle.
Oh, and because I went before it, I do get sneak attack damage.
Right. And Ryle's also right next to it.
Okay, cool.
All right. Tribal warriors will get to go. They will charge.
great.
Now, again, this is quite a large area, so they will come charge over this way, but it's going to take them a while to get over there. But they'll dash closer. All right. Remoraz. And they're all right next to Ryle.
I have a 21 AC.
Okay.
And I most likely want to use shield if they hit me.
Okay. 2 of them will
Just
hit.
let me know. Okay, then I'm going to use shield.
Okay.
So 26 AC.
All right. Well, normally that would mean that none of them hit. However, one of them, the one that rolled a 26, rolled a crit, and he can't block that. So, total of 31 piercing and 14 fire.
What the heck?
Calders.
Assuming that I have mastery of the space-time continuum, I will run up and hit one.
Okay. Yes, you will. Okay. Those both hit. 22. So again, he's bloodied.
That was on this guy, by the way.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, Calders, when you do that, you take
For
8 fire damage. So I'll have to make you take pun damage, but I won't. Volk, we're back to you.
I think we skip Ryle.
Yeah, you skipped me.
Oh, did I skip Rao? I'm sorry, Rao. It is your turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to disengage.
Okay. You can get basically the top of the ramp over there if you want to. Again, the distances aren't right, so don't worry too much about it.
I'm going to get to about right here.
Okay.
Help to block off these barbarians. And I'm going to have the golems attack. They should all be in close range, unfortunately. They're probably all going to attack that one. Do those hit?
The 15 and the 24 do. Sorry, which one are they attacking?
This one. The one that's already hurt.
Okay. It's dead.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, take down 1.
Yummy.
Yeah, well, it was wonderful. Volk, now it's your turn.
I'm going to cast magic missile.
Okay. And which one?
The one closest to Caldrus.
All right.
At 3rd level.
All right. Yes. I will, if that doesn't really matter. It only had 4 hit points left. So you just blow the thing's head to clear off. Just explodes in meaty, fiery chunks. Volk. It's not Volk. Verabrar.
All right, Verabrar is going to now fire. Yeah, he's going to fire an arrow at the last guy.
Okay. All right. That's going to hit. You don't get sneak attack this time, right?
Hold on, let me read this. Because I think I do also get sneak attack against isolated targets, but it might that only be on melee attacks. It doesn't matter. It's only 5 damage.
Okay.
The worst damage in the world.
Tribal warriors will get to go up. They are all going to charge forward a bit more. And they will throw their spears. Because of slow, 2 will hit. Not for much damage, though. Not very effective. All right. Remoraz will get to go. All sorts of yummy people looking around. So let's see here. Caldrus, 1 or 2?
always 2.
All right. So Verabrar, you're 1. Caldrus is 2. 3 is the Tribal Warriors. Oh, going to the Tribal Warriors. Lucky you. And it devours one of the warriors right there on the ice in front of you. Caldrus.
I'm gonna get covered in fire again.
All right. That is a hit. Still barely up.
After both of them?
Nope, after both of them, it is dead. And you are going to take another 19 fire damage from that.
What the heck?
You changed my bubbles and I don't like it.
How do you want it set, Caldrus?
I'll do it out of session sometime.
All right. Well, I have to let me know because I have to change your. I have to adjust it on your sheet, so when I drag it over to the new sheet, it matches up.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are freed up. Caldrus, below you, behind you, kind of, you had to dance around it. The hole they came up out of, it looks like there is a bit of a cyst under the ice, and it looks like there's some glittery stuff down there.
I'm about that glitter stuff life, especially since I took 27 damage from fire just to kill these assholes. You want a investigation or a perception, or can I just...
Well, you guys have to get down there first. It's 20 feet down a, glazed ice tunnel.
Well, while this is going on, I'm going to get the golems to grab the gong again, and I'm going to start casting a prayer of healing.
The ranger is unaffected by difficult terrain.
It's not difficult terrain. It's solid ice slick. You can't just walk down it. Do you have like a rope or something you can lower down to lower something in there?
I also have 50 feet of rope.
Okay, so you guys can tie it off the rope and you can drop down there.
I push Caldrus and jump.
Hey!
Do you just push him, or are you going to cast like Feather Fall or something on him first, or after?
I was gonna cast it while we were falling just to scare him.
Okay, very good. So Caldrus, you go as Veribar's tying the rope, you get pushed from behind, and as you scream in indignation, you get start drifting gently downwards.
Plop.
When you get on the ground, there are a scattering of what look like gemstones. You're not sure where they came from, but perhaps at some point there was a. This was in use by someone that got iced over. There are. You guys can give me investigation checks if you like.
I would love to, but I'm still casting my prayer.
Okay. All right.
I'm still loading back in, so.
No worries. Volk, you are. You must have studied gems sometime in your past because you just know something about everything, apparently. 3 of the gems you think are worth 500 gold each, and there are 15 smaller ones worth about 100 gold each.
Okay.
So see, aren't you guys glad I tried to kill you with Remorazes just now?
So glad. Love it.
When you come back up, the Coatl will come back out of the
altar.
And he will kind of shake himself and go, "Oh, those were scary. You guys are truly wonderful adventurers for defending our clan and defending our sacred altar, and not killing all the barbarians you meet. I will give you another boon, and you guys feel a blessing set upon you. And the blessing you receive is a charm of restoration. So you each get 6 charges where you can cast some magic. Okay? What that is, you have 6 charges. A greater restoration spell costs 4 charges. Lesser restoration takes 2 charges. No. No. Lesser restoration is 2. Greater restoration is 4.
Sorry, I was reading the shit above me and failed at typing.
So you each have that.
How many charges was in it?
6.
What does the restorations do?
Okay.
Are those like heals or are those like remove curses kind of stuff?
They can help, depending on the level of it, you could regrow a limb, you could take off a scar, you could cure poison, that sort of stuff.
I can regrow a limb?
With greater restoration, I think, isn't it? Maybe I was a little off on that.
I don't know. I'm going to check that. Because
No.
Ah,
Don't
man.
say
I was
anything
going to
about
say,
that.
Was I overestimating a little bit?
Just a
Greater
tad.
Restoration. You can remove an effect that charms or petrifies an opponent. You can remove a curse, including a target's attunement to a cursed item. You can remove a reduction to an ability score, or reduce a effect that lowers a hit point maximum.
So close.
So close. Still not bad.
Freudian slip there, Bounty Hunter.
Shh,
Still-
don't tell the
Still
other
could be
moves.
very useful, particularly if you happen to have a Goliath who gets paralyzed by a Medusa. Again,
It was a moment of self-sacrifice. Don't you talk about him like that.
Right.
Glass are just good people.
Come on, golems. Get that gong to the airship.
all right. Yep. You are able to get that back over the airship. The barbarians will kind of like beat their spears on their shields in love and respect for you as you get back to the airship. Then you have one of the giant relics. This kind of reminds me of that cartoon from the early 90s that got canceled, The Pirates of Blackwater. You guys remember that shit? That was awesome shit.
Amazing theme song.
I tell the party, if getting the relics is this easy, we'll have them all in no time.
Could well be true. All right. So that is one you guys can check off. Where is it you wish to go?
I believe the plan was to head south over the Lurkwood, headed towards Griffin's Nest and Shining White.
All right.
Let's split the
Whoa.
party. Two goes.
While
one.
that's going on, I'm going to take a short rest.
Can
Okay,
we take
you
a long?
Yeah, you guys can have the effect of a long rest. It's several days to get to go into Shining White. So Great Worm Cavern to Shining White. It's 140 miles. So 24, 40. So that's about 3 days. No, sorry, it's about 6 days worth of travel. We'll say.
I keep
Um,
skywriting messages to the floating castle as we're flying. Just in
Okay.
case.
What messages are you? First off, to what flying castle?
The one that we've seen twice.
Well, you saw one once. You saw it over.
I thought you said y'all seen it before. That one time. I don't know. Maybe I misheard.
Well, there's the one that before you joined the party, there was the one that attacked Nightstone. They never saw that one, but they heard about it.
Oh, okay.
And then they saw the one previously in the mountains above the clouds. And then there's also the crazy giant wizard in a tower that they've encountered as well.
Who is the best character in his fucking module?
Thank you.
Yes.
So you can leave what message are you skywriting?
I'm writing go this way, and I have an arrow pointing towards Shining White.
Interesting. All right.
Or I attract every giant in the
Very well might. Why don't you give me a d20 there, Volk, and we'll see if you draw any attention to yourself. You don't draw any attention. However, you are at the. Let's see here. Give me a. That was Volk. Veribar, give me a d4.
Bounty Hunter, are you keeping up Team Treasure?
I can.
I'm just asking. I don't think anybody added the gems we just got to it.
Other people have been doing it so far this game, so I haven't stepped up and done it occasionally so that we didn't get confused.
I just typed it into the Roll20 chat. I haven't been editing the note.
Matt, did you put it in the notepad?
I have not.
Well, it's a good thing you guys checked. Somebody should probably put that in the notepad.
I've been keeping a journal of everything that we've done, so somebody else can be.
I'll keep Team Treasure
All right. Very good.
as long as I'm not snoring.
Veribar, are you going to give me that d4? All right. For 1 hour, strong winds come and blow you off track. Your air elemental is not strong enough to keep you on pace. Caldris, roll me 2d4 plus, please. 2d4, please. Plus, please. All right. You're blown 50 miles off track, which adds another 2 days to your travel. You just got caught on the edge of a storm. Because of the extra travel time, Ryle, give me another d20.
Okay. And while we're doing this fair bar, I know we discussed that breastplate. We have enough gold to make. We have enough gold and time to make another set of plate mail. Do you want me to make another set of plate mail?
Yeah, if you do that, it will raise my AC.
Okay,
So,
I'll do that.
Verbar, can you if you wear playmail, won't that give you disadvantage on your stealth rolls?
No,
plate
I'll
mail
wear
doesn't
plate
have disadvantage. Yeah, I'll be wearing the magical breastplate.
Okay.
but yes, it will.
Breastplate doesn't give you disadvantage.
I mean, it will for me.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Following those skywriting messages you're leaving for yourself there, Volk, you see a massive bird. Actually, from the distance, it looks like just a regular-sized bird, like from really close up. And then you get closer, you realize it's getting closer, isn't getting bigger. And then you realize there's something riding it. And then it gets even closer, and you realize it's a giant riding it. And at a certain point, the cultists will shout, "Storm Giant!" and they'll start mounting the ballista and the crossbow. Although it doesn't approach that closely, staying seemingly about half a mile or so away, trying to investigate. Do you guys engage in it anyway?
Hell yes.
Veribar is going to stand his guard, but not do anything stupid.
Okay.
I want to know what the giant bird is.
Give me a nature or arcana check. Give me a. Okay, so Ryle and Volk, you guys put your heads together. Ryle, you're like, it's not a giant vulture. I don't know what that thing could be. Volk, you have read once of a creature called a roc, which is a monstrous bird, gargantuan in size. And that seems to be the only thing large enough for a storm giant to sit upon.
Huh.
And by the way, you know that giants tend to get bigger the higher up the ordning you get. So like frost giants and fire giants are bigger than hill giants. Cloud giants are bigger than frost giants. Storm giants were the top, and most of you met a cloud giant, so this guy must be bigger than him, and he was already huge. So you can only imagine how big the bird he's riding on.
Okay, so how far away did you say it was?
He seems to be hanging out between half and quarter mile away. Now that you have a better idea of how big he actually is, you can tell he's, even from a far away, he is massive.
I think we're gonna lose our ship here, boys.
All right, I'm going to go up to the dragon cultist and ask if there's a way we could help defend. Because I mean, they've got ballistas and all this stuff. We don't really.
Okay.
Build
They
us a
will-
ballista.
Yep. So they will, they'll say they have the ballistas. You guys can handle range attacks or magical abilities. But after about 15 minutes of observing you, it seems to lose interest and it flies away.
Oh.
Caldris makes notes of his general uselessness in air-to-air combat between vehicles.
I skywrite a message. Nice try, asshole. I don't really do that. I don't want to fight.
Oh, I was totally gonna have him come back and wreck your shit after that.
Okay, then over the course of this whole little journey, I'll have been taking bits of our gold and turning it into iron. And
Okay.
over one of the days, I'm going to be making a set of plate mail.
All right, you have another set of plate mail size for one of your companions. And everybody give me another investigation check, and we'll see if you get any closer to learning how to fly this thing on your own.
Okay, once again, guidance.
I rolled the wrong one. Disregard. Subtract 3 from that.
Okay. That's a no. What DC did I say the first time? Did I say 15 or 12?
I feel like you said 12 because a 9 plus 4 would have made it.
Right. So, Ryle, you made it. Volk, you made it. Actually, Volk, you get to learn +1 in 2 different roles. And we'll say roles are, I made a joke earlier. We'll say, lookout, stoker for the fire, tiller, and weapons master.
I learned the ones Ryle didn't.
Okay. So you guys can keep your. I'll put a note in the team treasury basically, so you guys can have an idea of what you can just learn how to fly.
All right. You've got the breastplate. Fairbra.
Awesome.
All right. So yeah, you guys. I put the 4 different types of role in the team treasure. Keep track on your sheets of whatever you guys choose to get a charge of knowledge in when you make those checks.
Did we learn the Storm King's name?
Yes, the Storm Giant King's name is Hecaton,
Okay.
and he is missing.
All right.
Volk, do you actually do that?
Are you trying to get us killed?
I mean,
Clearly.
he's missing, right? We got to find him.
You just had a storm giant come flying by on a bird bigger than your entire ship. Are you sure you want to do that? Actually, that's not.
What's the worst that could happen, right?
I do that.
The way the Giants are fighting right now, actually signing a Cloud Giants may not be the worst thing in the world. Okay. So yes, you guys finally get your ways after a couple extra days of travel. You get to Shining White. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back momentarily.
Okay.
We'll start confusion between the orders. And we'll all prosper.
I mean, the dragon's cool with us killing any of the giants, and the giants are cool with us killing any of the giants that aren't them, so...
I mean, this either is going to get us fast traveled to being badassetries or new characters. You know?
Yes.
I'll be back.
I'm pretty sure we could take on the Storm Giant and a rock. I mean, I personally don't have any spells to help, but I'm sure one of y'all can do something. I could haste somebody. Stop biting my chair, dog. What are you doing? It makes sense though, because cloud giants, clouds, skyrate is clouds.
Yep.
Perfect. It's like I'm a genius.
I actually rolled to see if he thought that it was you or actually Cloud Giants. And he did not fall. He fell for it. So, luckily for you, that particular Cloud Giant guard was pretty fucking stupid. Because he really would have wrecked your shit.
You mean the storm giant one on the rock?
Yeah, Storm Giant. Yes.
Now he's got to go wreck some cloud giants.
Would
To
you
I
look
mean,
at
he was going to do that anyways. Now he's just got more reason to.
Would you go so far as to say he would have rocked our world?
Fuck it. Now he's coming back. It's,
I'm here.
okay.
I heard too.
Just
I'm gonna
waiting
be
on time.
honest, I might be passing out. Ugh.
It's not even over yet. I mean,
I
much less
know,
our
I'm
game.
struggling.
Drink some coffee.
I'm here.
I've had so much coffee this week.
All right. So it sounds like everybody's back. So you land at Shining White.
Oh, it's black again.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. I'll let everybody know about my skywriting adventures.
I would get mad, but Ryle knows that we've beaten every other giant we've came across so far.
Yeah.
So I'm not all that worried.
I'm 100% sure we could take that guy.
All right. What time are you guys arriving? Do you want? Let's see. Roll me. Let's see. I don't know who's next. Vera, roll me a D24. Let's see what time of day you arrive.
Please leave me alone, dog.
All right. 2:00 in the afternoon. It's Raven Rock. You guys are at. The fuck map is this? Shiny White. So the Spirit Mound is atop a rocky hill overlooking a tributary of the Subrin River south of Lurkwood. During the winter, most of this is buried under snow. It's not quite that late yet, so the grass is high, blowing in the wind. There are 2 raised rings of grass-covered earth. The actual Shining White itself is a 280-foot-tall spire of white chalk that rises atop the second ring of the hill. The tower is the whole thing is covered by standing stones, menhirs, which are like cairns, and there is and there's an altar above the top, all carved from marble. However, it looks like someone has recently dug everything up and desecrated it all, kind of destroying everything.
Okay, would I be able to... Well, can I tell who the altar is to? Or... are we not there yet?
No, you're there. You can give me... just give me a general check on the... give me a religion or history check. Anybody can if you want to try and figure out what these things are for and about.
I'm going to let Ryle do his thing.
Okay. So, Ryle, the Uthgar barbarians, right, kind of have an ancestor worship thing of a great warrior named Uthgar that fought giants and kind of defended the north against the giant incursions. Shining White is the home of the Griffin tribe of barbarians. And as you guys fly in, you can actually see in the middle of the... You can see here there's actually... The altar is kind of in an indentation that's shaped like a griffin. So it's kind of stylized griffin, makes sense. You can really see it from the sky. I'm glad you can, because I actually can't fucking see it, but that's what I'm told it represents.
Yeah, I don't see it. I was like looking.
Yeah, I don't see it. But that's what you see there.
I mean, imagine if the Trojan horse had wings, and then, like, this is the head.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
really,
so it looks
really
like...
fucked up wing.
So it's... everything looks like it's been destroyed recently, but you're welcome to go investigate it if you like.
Does it look like it's been destroyed by human-sized things or bigger things?
You can give me investigation checks, please. Ryle and Volk, you both think... You remember an encounter you guys had in the mountains where stone giants were destroying some symbols of small folk civilization. This looks very similar to their work. So you think it was stone giants.
Those weakling stone giants did this, is what it seems.
Well, I guess I'd look around. Is there anything that could be a relic here?
What do you want to investigate?
I mean, I guess I'd investigate the altar first.
Okay.
Is there anything that hasn't been looted?
Give me an investigation check. Okay. The altar doesn't. It's been destroyed. It doesn't look like it was ever moved. Just kind of like smashed in place.
What is a menhir?
A menhir, I believe, is like a standing stone. It's like a really large, or more like a cairn. Let me Google it real quick just to make sure.
A tall, upright stone,
Yeah.
the kind erected in prehistoric times of Western Europe.
And the only reason I was confused about that is because they said they used both menhir and standing stones mean different things. So that's what I thought it was. But yeah, that's what it is.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna touch it.
Touch it. Doesn't seem to. It doesn't have any effect when you touch one of the toppled stones. Any magic that was in it was ruined when they were destroyed.
Aw.
Are you talking the standing stone or are you talking about the altar? Which one are you fondling?
I'm touching the altar,
Okay.
but nothing happened.
Very good. So, who was that? That was Ryle. When you investigated that altar, you noticed that it hadn't been moved, although it had been.
Anything peculiar about this large white rock?
That's actually the what I told you was the massive 280-foot spire. That's what that is.
Yeah, but like, I don't see any weird cracks, like hidden door, or like it's literally just a rock, right?
You go over that thing with a fine-tooth comb, you do not notice anything.
Well, I haven't seen anything that looks like it could be the relic, guys.
Yeah. Can I use detect magic?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you to do.
Okay. You can absolutely detect magic.
All right, and then I just start walking around.
Okay.
The entirety.
Gotcha. Yeah, you do not detect anything.
There's nothing magical here, boys.
Now, you weren't told that the artifacts were magical.
This is also true.
All right, so I just I hit this altar with the fireball. I mean, a firebolt.
Okay. Well, the altar's already destroyed. That blasts off a bit more of it.
Cool.
So these like spots. Could
Mhm.
you explain what they were?
They were smaller standing stones that had been knocked over.
Okay.
Why don't everybody give me insight checks? Okay. Ryle, with your, you noticed earlier that the altar had been destroyed but not moved. You think that the only thing in here that hasn't been disturbed is the fact that the altar is still in place. Maybe perhaps if you move it, there may be something underneath it.
Hey, Matt. Getting some feedback coming through.
What?
Getting some feedback coming through.
Do we lose you there, Matt?
I'm here-ish.
Okay, Matt.
We're looking for the relic, right?
We're looking for the relic. Ryle thinks moving the altar may be the answer. Matt, if you want to go, you can go ahead and crash for the night, and we'll keep going for another hour or so.
Yeah, feel free, please. I struggling. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
No problem, buddy.
It's fine.
I will talk to y'all later.
Talk to you next week.
All right. See ya.
Have a
Peace.
good night, boss.
Okay, then I'll look around to see if there is any handholds or any way of moving this thing without just,
Shoving it in the ditch.
just pushing. Yeah.
It is in pieces, so you can't see anything. Any way of getting it up, just brute strength.
Calders will kind of
Okay.
stack up some of the smaller pieces out of the way so that we can then figure out what to do with the larger piece to get beneath it.
Okay. Go ahead and okay, we're not going to do that. Give me a Counters. Give me 2d60 to see how long it takes you to get underneath there.
Jesus.
That's minutes. Oh, not that long
Nice.
actually. Okay. Yeah. There must just be a couple big chunks. You put your back into it. You're easily able to get underneath there. And you see underneath and like kind of a, it's kind of dug down a little bit and it was laid over the top. Two halves of a mask, similar to what you've seen on a couple of those cloud giant statues in the temple.
Does it have a particular animal motif or anything?
It does not. It's humanoid is giantoid, and it bears a fearsome scowl.
Hmm.
You've seen similar masks. He did not use them, but you saw them in the Tower of Zephyros.
You saw lots of things in the Tower of Zephyros.
This is true.
Alright, well, without damaging them to the best of my ability, I will pick up one half, or if I can, I don't know how actual large it is, so if I only need to fuck with one half at a time, I'll do that. But I'll
Okay.
pick them up.
Each half weighs 20 pounds. I mean, they're heavy, but they're not war shield heavy.
Okay, I'll pick up one and then kind of pass it off to Ryle and then pick up the other.
Okay. Yep, and you guys are able to get off there. Just so you know, if you had rolled more than 60 minutes or even close to it because you've been here for a while anyways, there are 4 griffins come attack you, and if you kill one of them, you're cursed that any horse you ever meet will want to attack you. So that's what I was checking on.
Oh, joke's on you, I summon a spectral horse that will never attack me.
I'd probably still have to attack you. But anyways,
I have been known to wander into a stable from time to time so I could see Calders dying to a random fucking horse in Luskan.
all right. So you guys have two of your giants. It's only taken you 2 weeks or so to get them. As you fly about, you guys going to head over to Griffin's Nest next. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Calders will, of course, jinx us by saying, well, hopefully the rest of them will be this easy as we walk on the ship with the mask.
All right.
Why did you have to say that?
Why don't you give me a D20 roll there, Caldris?
Buckle up, kids. Now that Matt's gone, we can start the combat.
You see a silvery form flittering among the clouds.
Silver?
It's glittering in a pretty silver way, yes. She will spot you after a few moments. She will fly over, and there is a young silver dragon soaring alongside you. And she greets you and says, "Hello there, strange small folk." And all the cultists, as soon as they see her, will drop to their knees and start like prostrating themselves and chanting. And she seems very confused by this, but charmed.
I'll wave and yeah.
She asks you what you guys are doing up here among the clouds.
It seemed the finest way to travel.
Oh, indeed. She does a little barrel roll. And she lands on the deck. It's a little heavy and it kind of sinks a bit, so she'll flare back up. But every now and then she kind of lands on one side, causing it to sway back and forth. She thinks it's great fun.
What brings you to this part of the world?
She says, "Oh, I came down out of the mountains. I just wanted to come and see how you take a look at the wide world before I find a place to settle."
Oh, are you from the spine of the world?
Let's see here. Where exactly are silver dragons from? Let me remind myself.
Are silver dragons good dragons or evil dragons? I mean, I assume she's a good one.
You would know metallic dragons are good.
Oh, okay.
Metal's good, color's bad.
Metal good, color bad. Silver dragons are... Yeah, she does come from the spine of the world. But her mother told her all the stories of the small folk, so she was coming down here to get a feel for you guys, to see how awesome you really were.
Before the giants wiped us all out.
Yep. She's very small. I don't think you guys have met any full-size dragons yet, but she's a little bigger than the one that she's bigger than the one that you fought with Barbarian, but she's probably like horse-sized.
Bulk will tell her if she wants to get a better look, then she should stick around for a while.
She says, "Ooh, where are you going?"
We're just heading over, collecting some trinkets, and we're going to the Griffin's Nest next.
She says, "Oh, I quite like trinkets. Sure, if you like. I don't really want to hang out too long, but if you like, if you tell me which direction you're going, I'll go scout ahead for a bit and then tell you if I find anything interesting."
Didn't come across the castle floating in the sky on your way this way, did you?
Let's see here.
Or a big rock and a storm giant?
She did see the storm giant. She stayed away from him. She was told, her mother told her to stay away from giants. She also did see a castle. The castle kind of, there's several cloud giant castles that kind of float over the north. She's never been inside of one though.
Gotcha.
Well, that makes two of us.
Again, her mother taught her to stay away from giants.
Could we ask her name?
Yes, her name is, and I just closed that fucking page.
Okay, now is she too big to actually fit on the deck?
She'll fit on the deck, but she's a little heavy to with all the supplies and all the other people on there. Like it's harder going. It'll slow you down a bit because you have to keep rising up to counteract the weight pulling you down.
And since
Okay.
she can fly,
Yeah, she's more than happy to stay flying, and she'll, like I said, she doesn't want to like bind herself to you guys, but she's more than happy to go scout for you. You seem quite nice, and she'll make sure there isn't any danger on the way over to the next your next destination.
can't type for shit today.
Okay. Just thinking. How long do we have to before we how long before we get to Griffin's Nest?
Not long. Griffin's Nest was a couple days because it's pretty close.
Okay, see, at least an hour.
Oh yeah, Griffin's Nest was by airship from Shining White. I may have been wrong about Griffin's Nest being one of your spots. I'm sorry. 1 second. Let me make sure.
Seemed odd that they were so close together.
Yes, I lied. Griffin's Nest is not, in fact, a one of your sites. I apologize. I lied.
We're heading to
We're headed
Morgar's
Morgar's Mound then.
Morgar's Mound. All right. So Morgar's Mound from Shining White
What was the
is 160 miles. So that is 24. That's about 6 days. So we'll say you're about a third of the way there right now.
If or I'm going to tell her she's willing to stay here for a little while, and she likes trinkets, I might be able to make something for her.
She's like, oh, that'd be very sweet of you.
Okay. I'm going to take out enough gold coins that I can make about 100 gold's worth, and I'm going to do what I can to make a small silver dragon.
All right. Yes, silver dragons love shit. They love stuff. So she'll take it happily. You'll hear almost kind of purr as she grasps it in her claws. And she asks if there's anything that she can do for you in exchange.
Well, if she just wanted to stay around for a while,
Yeah, I don't have any
we'd appreciate it.
favors in mind, but a friendship, especially of someone so elegant and pretty much amazing, is pretty much amazing.
She giggles and is like, "Oh, you flatter her." But yeah, she seems quite taken with you. And you guys have a friend of a young silver dragon.
Awesome.
And now that you know who she is, Volk, you do have the ability to contact her via dream if you need to, via that spell scroll.
Okay. Volk wants to ask if he can ride her for like 30 minutes. He's never flown before.
Small dragons, I said, were...
She's a
Horse
small? I thought you
size?
said she was a.
She's young, so that means that meant young dragons. Young dragons are horse-sized, right?
Riding
yeah,
horses are
large.
large.
Yeah, she's large. Oh, yeah, with that gift, she'd be more than happy to give you a ride if you want to.
Because I was going to ask if she wanted to come inside the tiny hut, but she's large.
Yeah, she is large. And young dragons do not yet have the ability to polymorph. So, while silver dragons are known to shapeshift and into small folk forms, she does not have the ability yet.
Nice.
So you cannot actually seduce the dragon yet.
Well, I mean, you can, but that'd be a little weird.
But yes, she will definitely. Any of you that want to take a ride through the clouds will be you get more than happy to.
Mhm.
So she'll more than happy to guide you around, soaring among the clouds.
Mhm.
So, how do our friends, the dragon cultists, feel about this?
Oh, they are all in awe of you. The fact that you have the friendship of a dragon. That's what silver dragons look like, by the way.
Volk's launching fireballs off just through the air like a mad wizard because he kind of is having fun.
Okay. Yeah, and every time one of them explodes, she kind of flies to the middle. So you guys are having lots of fun. Make sure you mark off for the rest of the day how many fireballs you cast.
All of them.
Okay. So you don't have any third level spells or higher left? That's fine.
Well, I thought you said we have a few days before we get to.
Well, you do. I was thinking.
You're gonna make us have an encounter in the middle of the air. That's fine.
I might.
Well, I'm going to make a small silver dragon just for myself, just because. I mean, how often do you get to see dragons?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Volk drew a picture of her like Rose from the Titanic.
Actually, that would be a pretty awesome picture to have a dragon on the front of this.
Airship.
What is it? This airship.
Do you have proficiency with artist tools?
I have
Me?
glass blower kit, so I can mold glass into the shape of her.
You absolutely could.
I do that if I do.
This whole thing is amazing, and Caldrus is just like
There.
not artistic at all.
she comes over and she rests on the deck next to you and kind of lists over in that direction. She pats you on the shoulder and is like, "That's all right. You're friendly too."
Yeah, well.
You get friend zoned by the dragon.
Cool.
Good job.
I give Ryle a vial that's shaped like the dragon.
Okay, Ryle, you get a bong shake like a dragon.
I was actually going to. The reason I took that was because I wanted to bottle grease and like use it as like grease grenades
Mm,
and stuff like that.
not a bad idea. Unfortunately, it does have a time limit on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spells now.
Again, if you wanted to expend spell slots, I think again I could have you do one of the things where like you could do some Arcana checks and see if you can like charge them up like that. You just have to spend spell slots to do it, every day.
Yeah, I was just gonna give them out to like the fighters too.
Yeah, no.
So they could throw grease.
No, it totally does. And like I said, let me work on my crafting and enchanting rules some more this week, and I'll try and get those to you. So I've been slacking. I started working on them. I haven't worked on them in a couple weeks. So this gives me a reason to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a busy week for you with the Cubs and everything.
Yeah, except I'm still unemployed, so it's not been a busy week. I just haven't got around to sitting in front of my computer and dicking around with shit that's not really important.
Look, man, I'm trying to make you feel better.
Well, it's not going to work.
Man, I wish I was unemployed. I have so many hours in Divinity right now.
All right. So yeah, you guys have a friendly dragon with you. Do you want her to go scouting, or are you gonna let her go on her way after this day of fun and recreation?
I just wanted her to hang out. I didn't need her to scout ahead. I didn't see much danger in this particular part of the world at this particular altitude. And if we came across something, I would rather have her right here.
Okay. Yeah, she'll totally just kind of chill with you guys. She'll hang out for a day or two. You guys can give her all the gifts, and she'll model for you whenever you like. Ryle, give me a D20 roll.
I tell her that we'll be, bouncing around the north from time to time. So if ever she sees a giant red balloon on the horizon, she should come say hi.
Okay. Let's see. Morger's Mount is a...
Those dirty storm giants.
I want to put up there in the sky like storm giants are inferior to cloud giants. Meet us at the castle for the final battle at noon. And then we just find them and watch. The DM just fights himself for like the next hour.
I have a question, Mr. Glorious DM in the sky.
Uh-huh.
The cart and everything that we had as we went to the Eye of the Allfather, was that something that could fit on this here airship, or does Harshnag garden our cart?
You guys have it, and it's left. You guys left it in front of in the temple. It's not going to fit in the cart and the thing.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I add that to the map because I'm trying to make good notes of shit since this is so vast a campaign.
If we had thought about it, I could have shrank the cart down to a manageable size, but we didn't think about it.
You were too busy fucking jizzing your pants over airships.
Well, I mean, it's an airship.
I think it's about time we took another roll check.
Yeah, you can do that real quick.
Okay, guidance again, and investigation.
We know everything.
All right. Yep. You guys all get another charge. So if you had put your points in the same thing, you all would have learned one roll on the ship, except for Verabrar. He's drunk somewhere. All right. It's a good thing you guys asked your dragon friend to stick around. Why don't you all give me perception checks?
They're flying berserkers. Holy shit.
It's the second worst kind of berserker.
What's the worst kind of berserker?
The one that kills you.
Wait, are they like? Do they have little balloons attached to them?
They do not. They are attached to griffins.
Ah. Show them the relic we pulled from the griffin altar.
You suspect they know about it.
Oh, that's probably why they're there. It's cool. Meg. Damn it, Meg. Get out of here. Poor Ryle and his non-circle token.
I'll get it fixed.
All right, go ahead and put yourselves wherever you want to be on the ship. Let's see here. Ryle and Caldris. I'm sorry. Ryle, you see the berserkers in time and are able to raise the alarm. And you have a young silver dragon. Tell me, we'll say actually roll for the cultists, I guess. Those all go on the same turn. Silver dragon. There we go. All right. Yep. Everybody roll initiative.
I roll with advantage. I say that. Watch. I roll like a 1. No, I'll take it.
I get why they're named after the Family Guy Griffin.
What?
Hilarious.
Good job.
I don't get it. What am I missing?
They're Griffins.
We have. Oh wow!
Meg Griffin. Your Griffin. Womp womp womp.
Anyways,
It's not my joke.
all right. Well, anyways, this first berserker is going to sail forward on his griffin. He is going to jump off of the griffin. Land right here. Griffin will sail away, will fly away, hover around, and the berserker will try to attack somebody. He's got 3 targets there. Ryle, like 1, 2, or 3?
2.
1. He's going to go for your construct.
Not the construct.
No, it's Mo.
How many hit points does that construct have?
I think 13.
It
Or
Now, how many has it got? It was hit for 14 damage.
it has 13 HP, unfortunately.
All right. Crumbles under the great axe swing. Next berserker comes flying. And by the way, these guys are reckless attacking, so they get advantage on their attacks. Come down over here. Do you want your construct to have a 1 or 2 there, Ryle?
A 1.
All right, going to go for the cultist. Hit 14 for 10. He dead. Comes in, just lodges his axe in the chest of that cultist, and she goes down. That was a leader, by the way.
Not Delphine.
Yep, that was Delphine. This guy comes swinging in. And he will jump down over here. Let's say he lands over there.
2.
Calders, like 1 or 2? 2?
2.
All right, going for you with advantage. What's your AC?
22.
All right, it hits you with a 22. Hits you for 6 damage. Ryle.
Okay, this guy just killed my construct.
Yep.
Actually, this guy over here is. Are there metal saddles on them?
No, we're gonna say all leather.
Okay.
The barbarians.
All right then. I'm going to tell my golems to take revenge on this guy. So all 3 of them are going to attack. And I'm going to use Spirit Guardians.
All right.
And I'll set the aura.
Very good.
And do these attacks hit?
On their turn, they had to make the save.
No, the golems.
Oh, the golems. The 20 and the 21 do.
So a whole 7 damage on this guy.
Okay. And actually, give me another roll on the other one because you have advantage on it.
Okay. 11.
Okay, still not a hit.
Okay.
Volk.
I'm going to cast slow, unless we never had a chance to short rest. Then I have no 3rd level or
We'll
long rest.
say it the next day.
Okay.
If you slow a griffin, does it fall out of the sky?
That's what I was shooting for. I want to slow 4 griffins, 2 berserkers.
Okay.
So the 4 griffins up here, and then 2 berserkers on deck.
Okay, which 2 berserkers on deck?
Not the ones that hurt already.
Yeah, the ones that are fresh. So I think 2. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so that's the 2 on the left. All right, very good. Roll me the spell slow so I can see what happens to the griffins that are flying.
It just says if you're flying, you fall to your death.
I don't think it's what it says.
Shit.
It's a good try.
DC 15.
Okay, so 2 of the griffins fail, 2 of them make it. Speed is halved. Okay, so it's just speed halved. They don't drop out of the sky, but they are slow.
What happens if your speed becomes 0?
Well,
Yeah,
then you
Well,
then you would fall because you can't. Yeah.
Okay. So what are their speed now?
The speed was halved, so instead of being 30, I'm sorry, flight speed is 80, so now it's down to 40 feet.
Oh.
Did you do something to the map, or did my roll 20 just get fucky?
I didn't do none, so I think your roll 20 just said fuck you.
Yeah. It's fun for me too.
It's fine for me.
Yeah, working great for me.
All right, well, I'm F5ing.
Okay.
Where do I go down below at?
Hmm?
Where do I go down below
Deck.
deck?
The door is there.
Is
So you could totally run underneath the. I'll go under deck if you want to.
are there like arrow slits or things you can...
No, because there's no cannon. You could help the cultist man the ballistay there behind you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
If as long as it's not doesn't take an action. I cast a spell.
That's true. So you're not going to much help this turn. Next turn, you could potentially help.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good. I'll
Alright.
probably cast another spell, but yep.
Okay.
Glad to have the option.
But yeah, both the barbarians failed, as did the 2 of the griffins. Actually, you still get there. That's Volk. So Caldrus.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here.
They're
So that's
both,
the guy.
Yeah, the guy right next to the front cannon.
Yep. So you hit him for. Do you smite him or just doing that?
Just gonna do that.
Okay. You hit him plenty hard. And he grunts in pain, but he stares at you. Axe at the ready.
I take note of that.
Silver Dragon will come over here and engage this guy. Actually, I don't think he would do that. She would just stay back a little bit, and she would use her paralyzing breath from a distance. So Griffin and Barbarian need to make Constitution saves. Berserker fails his. Griffin fails its. They're both paralyzed. They plummet to their death. She cheers. Yay, I'm useful.
Good job, Daenerys.
Oh, I see what you somebody actually wrote the names on there. I get you. Okay, yeah, it's very funny.
Good
So
job,
Volk-
joke from 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck you guys were talking about. By the way, you all have disadvantage on your next attack. This guy will come sailing in.
Good stuff.
Please come into my aura of you only have half speed.
You know, that's a good point, and he actually can see those little gears floating all over the place. And they're barbarians, but they're not dumb. So he will avoid that for the time being. And he will come land over here.
Remember that time you bragged about how you were just gonna fuck that guy up right before he made the choice to show up?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rael, do you want your guy to have a 1 or 2?
Let's see. You rolled a 2 before, right?
I don't remember.
And a 2.
All right, he's going to go for the cultist.
The good news is we won't have to do much about these cultists once they all die in the barbarian attack.
Okay, so you realize we have a dragon as a best friend now, right? And the cultist leader just died.
Doesn't matter. The dragons don't care about the cultists care about the dragon.
Yes, and we're friends with the dragon. That's closer than they've ever gotten to a dragon.
I get the feeling Volk's gonna get closer than anyone's ever gotten to a dragon.
I'm gonna get real close to it.
Let's see, how stupid is this guy? Oh, he's dumb as fuck. He will go in there. He will make his save. Both him and the Griffin.
It's 10 damage, unfortunately.
Okay. Wisdom save, right?
Yep.
All right. Berserker actually makes it, so he only takes 5. Griffin takes the full 10, and he's angry. He gets the fuck out of there. Doesn't like that one bit. Berserker will go for the cleric. Ooh, that's a crit. That's 15 damage there. Ryle, please give me a...
God damn it.
And no more Spirit Guardians.
I'm using my inspiration.
That's a. Oh, never mind.
God damn it.
Anybody else want to give him their inspiration?
I was gonna absorb it, but he already rolled con saves.
Well, how much damage is it? Well, yeah, I've already rolled.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 damage then, Ryle. And no more Spirit Guardians. This Berserker laughs in your face. He has bad breath. Next Berserker is going, let's see, Ryle, 1 or 2?
2. Or 1. 1.
1?
Dang it.
You were right the first time. What's your AC?
21.
All right, with 21 is not hit. He rolled a 20. All right. This Berserker is slowed. He will try to attack the construct there right next to him. He will hit for 4 damage.
Okay.
All right, and Berserker number last will go for, let's see, Caldrus, 1 or 2?
2.
All right, he's going to go for the cultist. It's good that you guys learned some of these rolls because you're not going to have many cultists left.
I know how to do all the rolls.
Yeah, me too.
Ryle.
Okay, this guy just killed one of my golems, and he knocked out my spirit guardians. Actually, how's this guy looking?
Well, this guy knocked out your spirit guardians. This guy killed one of your golems.
How's this one looking?
They all look fine. Barbarians, these guys are easy to hit, but they got a lot of hit points.
Okay, I'm going to try and shove him off the their ship.
Okay, that's going to be in your athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
I thought about that too, but I assumed that barbarians had strength.
Yep.
I did
And they will get a dexterity save to try and grab something on the side of the airship as they go over.
Okay.
But, all right, you push him over. He is able to grab the side, but he is just hanging there off the side of the.
All right.
I'm
And
gonna start stomping fingers.
I'm gonna have this golem over here shoot him.
The guy that's hanging.
Yep.
Okay, that'll hit, and I was going to. I'll give him another concentration check, basically. So that's going to be -8.
That's gonna beat this guy.
He fails that. He plummets to his death. Which guy?
This one here. Those are at advantage.
You're not pinging or anything.
Yeah, I don't see no ping or nothing. That guy. Okay. That is
That I just rolled 4 because advantage.
okay. Well, that's the one with the short sword. The short sword does not hit with a 12.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Oh, are they the same? So the second one's for the second one. You just roll
This
short-
guy. This guy shooting with the bow.
Oh, I see. You've got multiple there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yep, that one hits.
Okay.
So, all right. Volk.
I'm going to do something a little crazy. I'm gonna Ray of Frost. This guy right here.
Okay, I just want to point out to you the Griffins have not done anything besides this, except deposit the Berserkers.
Wasn't that a crime in itself?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Griffins aren't. Griffins are just creatures, so they're not currently attacking you. You're welcome to hit
Wait,
them if you like.
but our dragon attacked a griffin.
Well, it attacked a griffin with a rider.
Okay.
It also killed the griffin. I mean, if you would like to kill the griffins, that's fine. But there are currently active threats that are threatening you. So you're welcome to do it. I'm just telling you that before you do that, there are things that are more current threats that you would have
Do
noticed.
what Volk would do. Don't metagame. Do what Volk would do.
Bulk would shoot the griffin with
Okay.
a ray of frost.
Very good. Go ahead and shoot the griffin with a ray of frost. All right, 12 is enough to hit. So you do for 10 damage.
And then I'm gonna misty step onto the dragon.
All right. You misstep on the back of the dragon, holding on tight. Sure, I'll allow that. No, I won't make you make a check or nothing.
And I wave at Ryle and Caldris.
All right, Keldris, the wizard's on the back of a dragon.
Aren't all wizards dreaming of riding a dragon, shooting spells?
Caldris is not impressed because Caldris can also cast Misty Step.
You come into the back of the dragon.
However, I have more important shit to do, like getting barbarians off my fucking boat.
Well, y'all doing really good with those barbarians.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Which one are you hitting? That is a hit.
The never-ending story.
Oh, yeah, both hits. Okay, let's see that one. All right. He is still up, but he is bloodied now, and he's not laughing so much.
Oh shit, I forgot. I was gonna smite that guy. Carry on.
Let's see here. Dragon is going to do her own thing. Let's first off, she has to see if she charges her breath weapon. She does.
Charge, Daenerys!
Let's see here. She's a good dragon. She doesn't hurt her ally. She will angle herself where she can breath weapon that guy and not hurt the cultists. So the cultist needs to give me a con save. 15. I believe that is a fail. It is a fail. He is paralyzed for 1 minute. That dude is stopped.
So that's forever in combat, right?
Yes, although he gets a save on his turn to break it every time.
Oh, okay.
But for the time being, he is paralyzed. And the dragon's just like, what fun! Berserker. Oh, he gets another save. He does not make that save. Berserker. Ryle, 1 or 2?
1. Man, failed me twice in a row.
I'll absorb this hit.
Okay. It's a good thing you do because that's another crit, so that'd be another 15 damage.
You know that you've gotten 3 crits in a row.
They're rolling with advantage.
me.
It happens.
No, you realize I got crit by the
Remoras.
ice centipedes and
Yep.
twice by these guys.
Crit happens.
I'm not lying to you,
Yep.
man. It's happened. These guys just because they have advantage. Every one of them has been the advantage roll.
Okay.
All right. It's not a bad IPA, but I'm not a big fan of IPAs. I wish I would have bought something else. Oh well. Was that Berserker? This Berserker. We'll try and finish off that construct. What's the construct's AC?
13.
All right, that one gets us for another 10 damage.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Holds up the axe over his head, does the sand person scream.
Tuscan Raider, sir.
Yeah. This guy will hack at Keldris. Nah, you will right now when he hits you.
Okay.
He will hit you for 5 damage. Ryle, your wizard friend, you saw the blue shield pop up in front of the axe right before it pierced your armor. But this guy continues to be a thorn in your side.
Okay. Well, I'm going to point with my warhammer in kind of a salute to Volk and backhand this guy in the face.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Why is it gray?
And
I don't know.
Uh,
Did you put?
advantage.
Because of advantage. And actually, because you have advantage, that does hit. I lied. Forgot about the advantage.
Okay. So 10 damage. And then I'm going to have the 2 golems bow attack that guy.
Okay. Oh, you're critting me so much, he says. Oh, it's so unfair, he says.
Well, I mean, it sounded like I actually roll high.
15 is not that much damage.
No, it's a lot for those things.
I meant for the barbarian hitting.
Oh, no, I mean, there's
What I
not a ton of
crit.
barbarians. Oh, that barbarian is now bloodied, just barely. Volk.
All right. Seeing how nothing happened after Griffin, I'm going to turn my attention to the berserkers.
Okay. That's a good point. Probably should have. It's too late for that. I should have rolled a griffin into it, but I didn't think about it. Oh well. So yep, you going to the berserker now?
Yep. So the damaged ones are the ones in front of him. Yeah.
At this point, they've all taken at least some damage,
Okay. I will
except for the one that the dragon just hit. But he is paralyzed.
I'll magic missile,
Which one?
and I'm gonna split 3 and 3. So
So
what
you're
level
doing it-
spell does that need to be?
The 3 and 3, 4th.
Oh. Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Which one are you hitting with each?
I'm gonna hit the one in front of Caldris with 3, and the one in front of Ryo with 3.
Okay, we'll do the Caldris one first.
It's 3d4 plus 3, right?
Yep. Nice. All right, that guy gets punched in the side with some darts, and he is very unhappy, but still up.
Damn
it. Even where I was not rolling, he gets shit. I love it. All right. And you continue holding on to your... Give me a dexterity check. Athletics or acrobatics, just to make sure you're able to keep a grip on your dragon friend without a saddle. Okay, you're good. Your athletics is really better than your acrobatics.
No, I just wanted to see what happened.
Oh, okay. Caldris, whatever. You're only going to plummet 500 feet to your death if you fail. It's all right.
I got that feather fall, bro. Just cast it
enough.
right for the ground.
Never heard from him again.
All right, you managed to finally off this fucking barbarian.
Haven't you ever, guys, just
Actually-
everyone what happened?
Yeah, no, I'll go ahead and tangle with... No, fuck it. I'm going to help Ryle. I see that his gears got knocked down and his minions are dying, so...
Okay. That is a hit. Alrighty. Silver Dragon will fly her ass. Well, actually, she'll ask you, Volk. Where do you want her to go?
I want you to pick up this paralyzed barbarian and throw him off.
Okay, she can absolutely do that. He plummets to his death. He unparalyzes on the way down. You hear a goofy style wahoo as he falls.
Nice.
All right. This guy, Ryle, 1 or 2 or 3.
2.
All right, Caldus, 1 or 3.
Well, the number stealing asshole took 2, so 1.
You pay for your
You picked the right one.
you pay for your crimes.
Does not hit you.
Oh,
That's because
Good.
I'm a selfless paladin.
that's right.
Caldus, 1 or actually no, Ryle, 1 or 2.
Better say
1.
2.
He said 1.
All right, going for
Hey.
Ryle.
Fucking, I'm here to be the tank. I told
You're
you to
both
say
wearing
2.
plate mail. What the fuck do you want?
He's the one that can't keep his goddamn spells going.
Ryle, take another 8 damage.
Will 26 help?
Do you cast shield?
If a 26 will help.
That's not how that works, I believe.
That's not how that works. No, you
I
tell me
think-
whether. Let me read this exact wording. I think I don't have to tell you whether it's what the amount of what the number is. Let me make sure. Shield. 1 reaction you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile, invisible barrier, or magical force appears. Until the starting next turn, you have +5 to your AC. It does not say that you have to be told what the number is. Generally speaking, Ryle, unless someone crits, they're not hitting you with shield. Unless you're fighting like a giant
Okay.
or something.
All right, well, I'll use it.
Okay. It does not hit you.
Oh,
So
I was gonna say crit.
With the 22, like most things you fight are going to crit at 26 or 27. So you're probably okay. Like I hit then, so Ryle, it is your turn.
Okay. We're still trying to kill this guy, so I'm going to hit with Booming Blade. Wow. And I'm going to have my Golem's bow attack it.
So that's what Morals says, but Morals is not the official rules guy. So I will keep that in mind, but I will see if Crawford ever rolls. On the dude, on this weekend dude, the 23 and the 13 hit.
Okay.
Just enough. He had 14 hit points left.
Nice. Do you know how hard it was to make those golems?
All right. That was Ryle. Volk. There's 1 barbarian left on the ship.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna get a ray of frost because I'm scared to use fire on him.
All right.
So that's exactly why.
Okay.
Let
Well,
me
you have
use fire on
advantage.
the ship.
You have advantage, so you still
Oh.
takes the 8 damage.
Cool. Get it? Because ray of frost, cool.
Yep. Very good. Is that a cantrip or is that a leveled
Cantrip.
spell?
That's cantrip.
Cantrip. Okay, so you can't level it up. All right. Caldus. All right, that's a crit.
Because Ryo would never forgive me if I blew up his ship.
All right.
14.
You're right.
24, 26.
I'm going to first level smite this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me double the regular smite because you crit. I assume you do it on the crit.
Yeah, I would have done it on the first attack and then followed it up on the second.
Oh, so close. He's very bloodied and very weak. Looking, just barely holding on.
Well, since you already told me that, I won't smite on the second attack.
Okay. Oh my god, did we win? Did we win? Did we win? Aha! Cubs win! Cubs win! Holy cow! Cubs win!
I
Anyways,
thought you were talking about this fight. Well, I mean, unless something else is coming.
I've never really
So-
followed lacrosse, so
Dragon asks if there's anything you want her to do, Volk. She's like, that guy's so sad and lonely looking now. All his friends are
Yeah.
dead.
We should take pity on him. What do you think?
I think so. She'll
I'll
shout
just-
out, Puny one, if you get back on your bird and fly away, we'll let you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll glance at the dragon like she's crazy. This guy killed my golem. But don't say anything.
He will take that advice. He will disengage, run off and jump off the side. The griffin will catch him, and he will fly away on the griffin with the other griffins.
Hey,
Very good.
yep.
I give the dragon a high five as I get back on the boat.
All right.
I was going to try and catch a griffin.
That one that I ray of frosted was really slow. It was like 40 and then minus 10 more is 30. So
I know, but if they didn't have a rider, they wouldn't have known to fly back to the nest. But it's
hold on. Let's see. How would you try and catch the griffin?
I was going to ask the dragon to catch a griffin.
I see.
Since I made a nice shiny version of herself.
The dragon would probably say. Let me do some rolls here. Hold on. Dragon has a +6 to its strength. The griffin has a +4. So dragon rolled a 25. So the griffin can't match it. So you can definitely grab the slow griffin and pull it back to the ship. She's like, this thing is kind of angry as she's grappling it there in the air.
mm-hmm.
Do we have any ways of?
Stand by. Hang on. I have a thing for this. I need to read something real quick, though.
I'm going to check Veribar real quick for you as well. There's a ranger spells. Yeah.
Is it a beast? Would I know that?
Technically, it's not a beast. In this case, I will allow it. And with Volk's animal handling rolls, he calms it down a little bit. Caldris, how do you try and persuade this thing to work with you?
Do it, Caldris.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Caldris, when I see what you're trying to do, I'm going to cast this on you. And give you Eagle Splendor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I knew I had this prepared for something.
I see. Do I need to make an animal handling check with this?
I'm going to have you make a charisma animal handling check. But if you give a good argument in character, I will give you advantage on it as well.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make.
Oh, you already have. You actually already have advantage on it because of Eagle Splendor. So.
Yeah. I was gonna make the same argument regardless of what the roll was. I just wanted to know what you wanted me to roll since I was already.
Okay, it's gonna be charisma, and then if you're proficient with animal handling, it'll be animal handling. But it's charisma instead of. Isn't animal handling wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be charisma instead of wisdom.
Well, I'm not, so you get your 21.
Okay.
And
what was the argument you're going to use it with it?
Yeah, I'm going. Caldris is going to kind of, I stow my sword. I'm showing that I'm not hostile towards the thing, that the fight's clearly over. It's captured, but like I'm body language wise proving that I'm not hostile before I start talking. And then once I start talking, I'm going to say, look, we're not mad at you. We're not going to try to hurt you. It was them that led you here to attack us, and we hold no ill will for that. You were following your master's commands. However, your masters are clearly beaten, and we're taking this chance to save you from falling to that fate again. So see this as not a defeat, but a freedom, as it were, so that you're not once again used to ferry someone into combat against a mightier foe.
With that roll, it'll just kind of perch on the edge and says that it doesn't really have a nest anymore. Its partner is fallen, so it will aid you until it finds a new net.
Well, we are headed west for the time being, but if you would like to come with us, we plan on covering a great bit of ground, and I'm sure that many of the hills west of here will provide that sort of opportunity.
All right, it is satisfied with that, and it will rest. It'll chill out there on the deck and a perch. The other cultists kind of creep up from the bottom, and they praise the dragon for its bravery in defending the ship from its enemies.
Well, they're not wrong. Okay, I'm going to.
With that, the dragon, however, will say that I don't really have a taste for violence. You folks, you are all very wonderful folk, and thank you so much for traveling with me. But I think I'm going to go my own way now.
Goodbye.
Well, our offer still stands. If ever you see the red balloon on the horizon, feel free to stop by for a chat.
She says, "Oh, of course. And if you need me, if you can get word to me, I will help if I can. Bye now."
I'll visit you in your dreams.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks at kind of. She's young, but she's not stupid. That's a little creepy for a dragon, but she will fly away into the distance.
Now's a perfect time to unload some dragon cultists. No?
Sorry, I'm typing up notes from the fight.
Well, remember, you need 3 successes to learn one of the abilities on the ship. Now, 3 of you have 1 skill each.
Wait,
Oh.
okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying each time we got one, we
Learned
gained a
skill?
roll.
No, it's 3 successes to learn one of the skills.
Gotcha.
All 3 of you all know 1 skill each. You can choose which ones you want.
That makes sense. Well, I will be a stoker.
Technically, we don't need a weapon master to fly the ship, right? That's just to use the weapons, huh?
Not sure. Calders would have been picking one of the tasks like Stoker or something like that. That's probably like I don't see him being a great captain, steerer type person, but I could certainly do rigging or stoking or any of those kind of things.
I could see me
might not
being.
be, I was going to say Raoul might not be very good at it, but he's going to try and learn how to fly the thing. So I guess would that be the tiller?
Sorry, was that a question?
Yeah.
I'm
Would
sorry.
the pilot be the tiller?
Let me see what kind of roll. These are things I've created just now. So let me see what I guess said. Yeah, tiller would be the pilot.
Okay, that's what I would have learned.
Okay. And Volk, you said you were the stoker?
Well, no, because Caldris was going to try and stoke, which makes sense because he's all like brawny and stuff.
Okay. So we're going to go lookout or weapon master?
I figured Verabrar would be lookout, but he fails every single roll, so I guess I'll try lookout.
Okay. Very good. So lookout is Volk. Stoker is
Calders.
Keldris.
I also want the record to show that we are currently in session 17, I believe, and this is the first time that I've used one of my nature paladin abilities, was talking to a griffin.
You fought wolves and shit. It's not my fault.
No, I'm not saying that campaign doth not provide. I'm saying that the auras and stuff that the nature paladins get is cool, but like the actual spells,
Paladins shouldn't. I mean, paladins get spellcasting, but they don't get spellcasting. They get smites.
I mean,
Anytime a paladin casts a spell, it should be weighed against. Can I use this to smite something?
I used Moonbeam that one time to kind of halfway kill a dragon.
That's true.
You pretty much used Moonbeam that entire. Actually, you used it a lot.
Don't be jealous.
I'm not. That's why I said Cal just became a wizard or a spellcaster.
I thought about
Damn,
using
that's-
Moonbeam this time, but I figured that I would do something stupid, like attempt to Moonbeam somebody that was technically beneath the balloon.
Yep.
Especially when they were all like right in here. I could see myself lancing a beam of searing energy through our fucking balloon.
Oh, please do that. But I think we'll go ahead and end it there for the night, gentlemen. Thank you very much for
Okay.
playing. Sorry we started a little bit late, but I had to listen to the Cubs win. Those of you who were with us last year will remember that I actually went to Chicago just to stand outside the stadium during the World Series. So you know I take this seriously. But
Wow.
I will talk to you all. What are you saying wow for? You were here for that.
I forgot.
I forgot to.
year.
Won't be doing that this year. Can't afford it. But last year I did. It was fun. Almost got arrested for shoplifting, even though I wasn't doing it.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a ton of cops out, and you couldn't have like open whiskey bottles. And my friends and I had open whiskey bottles, so we went into a shop and kind of huddled in the back corner to fill up some Coke bottles with the whiskey. And the shopkeeper thought we were trying to steal shit, but we weren't. We were just filling up bottles of whiskey.
Nice.
So technically, this is the 4th session since we've been level 7, right?
I will be next time you guys get back to the temple. You will be leveling up. So let me check and make sure this is the milestone leveling. I think that's the next time you level. 1 second. That might actually not even be true. Is it the 4th step? You guys leveled up? No, it's the 2nd level session since you guys leveled. You leveled up when you got to the Oracle.
Hey, I started tracking this, as a matter of fact, in session 14. When we ended session 14, we leveled up to 7. Then we
Okay.
did 15, 16, and today was 17.
Okay, so it's
today
3
was
sessions.
3.
You guys level up every 3 to 6 sessions, so you'll be leveling up soonish.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
before
know
we go-
why I started tracking that, but I did actually start tracking that. It's in the notes.
Yeah, you guys are level 7 right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So basically, when you get back to the temple again, you'll get to 8.
Okay. Well, before we go, would I be able to repair my 2 columns and recast Animate Dead on them to get them
Yeah.
back up?
You'll have to. You'll have a couple days to get before you get to your next site. So we'll start the next session at the next site at Morgul's Mound. And there will be, and you'll have time to cast it and get your golems back going again.
Okay. I mean, I've got a 4th level spell I could burn on them. So,
Okay. We have a couple days, so it's fine.
okay.
Well, thanks, Ken, for running the game. Congratulations on your Cubs.
Yay, Cubbies. Cubs go, Cubs go. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys all throughout the week. Play with 2 of you on Tuesday and see you all on Thursday.
Thanks again.
All right. See you later.